partner is, and you know if you can trust them to lead or not. Now, I've been with a whack dude who is the epitome of the antithesis of leadership, where within a couple of months I was like, oh, hell no. Not only can I not trust this fool to lead, I can't trust this fool to protect me. I can't trust this fool to do nothing. And even my kids was like, Mom, you need me to handle this? Oh, God. That's what I'm saying. You know, I know what that's like. And, you know, you get those bogus dudes who really think that they're in a position to lead, and they don't be bringing in no money to help with the bills. You're the one carrying the load. You're essentially the man in the relationship, but he wants you to submit to him.
So you kind of relate to what these young girls are saying.
Because I've been there. I could not trust that male to lead in any capacity.
So you relate in some sense of fashion or form. You relate to what these youngins is talking about. But that's not what the whole topic is about, relationship. But pretty much it's like, you know, you got to lead and you got to have some actions behind the trust. Because to get the trust, you got to have actions. First of all, your life is a resume. Your history is a resume.
Definitely.
So, you know, most people know your history, so they know your resume, so they're going to fall in line and be like, you know what? They're going to give you a shot. They're going to give you a fair shot. They're going to give you know, it's like with anything. So now we're going to transition into like business. It's the same thing with business. For somebody to make you a CEO of a company, they got to trust you that you can run this company. Like, they're not just being like on some, it's no friendship involved. It's nothing involved.
The board is trusting you to advance the company
and your resume
into
your history.
The black. Yeah. Yes.
So, you know, I like the way we transition into a whole nother thing, right? Yeah. But anyway.
That usual left turn, baby.
Because in business, that's what it is. Like, it's not a friendship thing. This is your resume, which is your history. And we got a lot of trust in you that you're going to turn this company around, or if it's not even need to be turned around, to take it further. So trust is a major thing in life. And with family, like I always say strength in numbers. And with family, I tell people like every family should be a corporation. Yes, because, you know, your last name is everything. And another thing is, why it doesn't happen is trust. Somebody's going to come like, why should you be doing this? Why should you be the CEO? Why should you know? And those are things that hold you back. Trust hold you back. Trust issues hold you back. So,
as the saying goes, fortune favors the bold. Bless you. And, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I've been on both sides of the coin. I prefer being on the side of the coin of being able to trust my mate to lead. And I have my side hustles where I make my extra money. And, you know, just recently I've had a couple of people who want to partner with me. And there's only one person I trust that I would partner with out of the several people who've asked me, because of like what Rick said, because of her resume. And, you know, that's the only one that I would, out of several people who have asked me and several people who have bit our style and started podcasts and asked for our opinions and then don't listen or don't want to do anything, you know, there's only one person you can trust because of their resume. And, you know, can you trust your spouse to lead, and can you trust your spouse to follow? Can you trust your business partner to make good decisions on both of y'all's behalf in your absence, and vice versa? Can they trust you to make good decisions for the business in their absence? Or are you looking for a shortcut? Are you looking to undermine your mate, your business partner? You know, how do you build trust? How do you establish trust? How do you earn trust in your relationships?
It's easy. You got to get some wins. Trust comes from wins. Like, if you racking up loss after loss after loss, nobody's going to trust you. You got to get some wins. You got to actually lead by example. And like you got to lead from the front and not the rear. You know, you can't be in the rear with the gear. You got to be out front. You got to be out front, and when things go wrong, you don't pass the blame. You got to suck it up, take the blame, because that's character. When you can take the blame and stuff like that, it's character, integrity, and stuff like that. But
I mean, on another note, do you trust your friends?
Do I trust my friends? Me personally, I don't think my friends are awesome, but my core friends are awesome. But I don't think we have that trust factor to lead into. We're so much individuals as like business stuff. We'll talk about doing business together all the time, and we could do great things together. But somewhere there's not enough trust to follow one person because nobody want to put their thing on a back burner. So that like impedes the process of moving forward as a unit. And I think that's what a lot of people, like everybody's like, well, my thing is better. And so when you have like too many, you can't have a bunch of chiefs and no Indians. Somebody have to play Indian. And that impedes the process in a lot of business ventures with your friends. And sometimes it's not even good to go in business with your friends because you're friends. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? They know you too. And I just had this conversation with my son. Like, they known you too long. So they're looking at you more of a friend. And like sometimes I think people tend to think like because they know you, they really know you, and they really don't know you on your expertise, and they don't respect your expertise because you really never show them your expertise. Like you never used it with them, but other people respects it. You understand what I'm saying? Like other people will respect it because you have used it on them, but with them it's kind of like, because I know a lot of people have this happen to them. You'll tell a friend something, boom, boom, boom. It could be like last year. Then maybe it may come up on social media. The same exact stuff you told them in person. Now that Jay-Z said it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the holy grail.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you be sitting there looking like, whoa. Like, I told you that like years ago. And they be like, come to you like, yo, Rick, this is the same thing you was talking about. Oh, really? So
that's par for the course. I'm saying most women know that men do that to them all the time, but that's another story also. I'm just saying. So ladies out there, y'all know I'm right.
I don't know. Women don't never really tell me nothing.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't really know. Only thing you told me today, I had my eye was red. And Sonya told me to put some salt water in my eye.
I did not tell you to put some salt water in your eye.
You did.
I told you to get the pink Himalayan salt out the cabinet and to rinse your eye out with the spring water. And then you tried to do it with a spoon, and I had to instruct you how to do it with your hand.
It's still salt water.
Well, either way, it worked.
So,
Here we go. We go.
It did work.
I don't contribute nothing. And women don't tell him nothing. See, this is the opposite side of the coin of when your man leads. This is what you get. That's what you get.
Like,
you get that.
It's like, it did work. I didn't say it didn't work. It did work.
No, because you made sure to say the only thing I told you today.
Today,
okay, you made sure to be
tell me that. What else you told me today?
Only.
What else you told me
told
today?
You to come and eat that good breakfast I made.
Oh my god. Oh my god. For real. For real. But anyway, yeah. So the trust, like in the family, the business, the relationships. They have to be there, or if you don't have trust, it's just nothing's going. It's like, can you actually move forward without trust?
No.
Or can you? No, right? You'd be like stagnated, right?
Yeah. You have to have a certain level of respect and trust in any partnership. Period.
Can you fake the trust?
I don't know. Can you fake trust?
Like just to stay into the relationship. Like, is that a deal breaker?
Can you fake the trust?
Because it seems like a lot of people faking it because that's like a deal breaker. like people are like deals are being broken, relationships are being broken. I don't think they call it trust issues. I think they call it something else. Like, no, I don't think people are like, oh, I don't trust you, so we can no longer move forward in this relationship. I don't think nobody's coming out like that. I don't think so. But I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We're going to get off the whole trust thing. You got any wacky news? What you got?
Well, you know, what you call it, Pete Davidson allegedly tattooed Kim Kardashian's kids' initials on his neck.
Oh, he's bugging.
Not only is he bugging, this sparks the demise of that relationship now. I consider that the beginning of the end.
He did? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, so when anyone does that, in my opinion, when you start tattooing names and initials on your body, I say that's literally you opening the door to the beginning of the end of your union. But that's just me.
Kanye should punch him in his neck.
Yeah, why are you tattooing my kids' names on your neck? Their
like
initials.
I'm some type, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm some type of deadbeat dad. Like that's like provoked. You like provoking me right
Basically,
now. Like,
that's
seriously.
I'm sure what that's about.
Like, dude, I'm Kanye West. Like
you're provoking me. Yes, that's
I'm
exactly
here,
what that is.
I'm fighting to see my kids, and you're gonna tattoo their neck, their name on your neck. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Come on, man. Get a life.
So Pete Davidson did that BS, and then
motherfucker walking around looking like one of the Walking Dead.
Totally
with his eerie self, man.
But they was on some red carpet too, and I swear to you, she really did look like she was the celebrity mom, and that was her son. And she's a beautiful girl, Kim is. But I'm saying, in that particular instance, you could really see that she is 40 plus years old. He's 20 something years old. And it really did look like she was out, like she brought her younger son out on the red carpet with her. It just looked ridiculous. But that's for another story. With the older woman, younger man thing. Do your thing, Kim. Do your thing. I'm just saying that was a little on the whatever side. Then what else? We have your punk ass president talking about he was going to forgive student loans, and then he was like, slow your roll. I'ma lower it based on your income, and this is still only a maybe. I'm only going to maybe do it. I didn't say I was definitely going to do it. I'm thinking about it, and my think about is only to lower it if y'all are making a certain amount of money.
They've been tap dancing around this whole student loan thing so much. Like, I know they don't water floor out because they're not forgiving no student loans.
They'll do it. Just like you said, it'll be some bullshit like we're taking $2,000 off of it, which will do absolutely nothing for you.
A reduction. They ain't gonna give you no forgiveness.
Hell no. He already said that's off the table. Now, if you're a single individual making $150,000 or more, you get no reduction. If you're making less, that's what he's considering. And if you're a couple seeing $250,000 a year as a couple, they'll consider, giving you a deduction under that. But anything over, you gets Nathan. But like you said, it's going to be something ridiculous where, it will make no significant difference for you. But, that's y'all's president out there and the Democrats and how they rock.
And now you got this dude, Kim Jong-un. He's warning again. Here he goes again, talking about he would use nuclear weapons.
Oh boy, here we go.
Like if he have to, I'm just going to throw that out there. He's just going to say, because his massive military parade, he's like, yo, if I have to, I will use some nuclear weapons. So don't push me. Here we go, posture. I don't understand the whole nuclear weapon thing, right? So, if you use nuclear weapons and we use nuclear weapons, whoever else use nuclear weapons, like, what do you think's going to happen?
Well,
everybody's just going to be a demise.
Yeah.
And that's why the nuclear weapons, nobody's going to push the button. Because they know. Like, because it's based off of whoever got the best defense mechanism to shoot your shit down over the sea and not get over here. So, now, one get through, that land is no longer inhabitable. So now it'd be like I don't even think Chernobyl, they had a meltdown and 125 miles or 200 miles of of land is inhabitable still.
And it will be for the next 100 years.
Still.
And it still will be.
And nobody really wants that. So I don't